The ancient world was filled with mighty empires, but few have left a legacy as rich in myth and mystery as the Mycenaeans. They were the people behind some of the greatest tales of Greek mythology, yet their real story remains a fascinating blend of power, ambition, and disaster. Around 1600 BCE, the Mycenaeans rose from the Greek mainland, and their cities became centers of military power and cultural wealth. Their palaces were the foundation of a society that thrived on both trade and conquest. The greatest of these cities was Mycenae, famous for its massive cyclopean walls so large that people once believed only giants could have built them. The Mycenaeans were not just skilled builders, they were fierce warriors and traders. Their navy controlled the Aegean Sea, allowing them to dominate the trade routes and spread their culture across the Mediterranean. They were known for their bronze armor, chariots, and epic battles, and their society was organized under powerful kings like Agamemnon, whose name would later echo in Homer's epic tales. The Mycenaeans' most famous legacy is found in the stories of the Trojan War, a legendary conflict that seems to have been rooted in real history. Agamemnon, the king of Mycenae, led a coalition of Greek forces against the city of Troy, marking the pinnacle of Mycenaean power. The Trojan horse, a key part of the myth, became a symbol of their cunning strategy and martial might. But just as they had reached the height of their glory, disaster struck. Around 1200 BCE, the Mycenaean civilization began to crumble. The reasons behind their fall are still a mystery. Some historians argue that it was the result of invaders, possibly the Dorians, who swept across the Greek mainland. Others believe it was the collapse of the trade networks that had supported their wealth and power. There are also theories that the Trojan War itself had devastating consequences, draining resources and leading to internal conflicts. The palaces of the Mycenaeans were abandoned, and their writing system, known as Linear B, disappeared, leaving behind a civilization that once controlled the Mediterranean but vanished without a trace. The fall of the Mycenaeans marked the end of the Bronze Age in Greece, but their legacy lived on. The stories of Agamemnon, Odysseus, and the Trojan horse would be passed down through the generations, influencing the myths and culture of classical Greece and shaping the very foundations of Western civilization. Though their palaces turned to ruins, their stories became immortal, a testament to the warrior kings who laid the groundwork for the legends of ancient Greece.